Okay, here we go. The first thing you will hear is Carlos, and you will be gathered in the center of the stage in St. Paul with the audience about 3/4 of an arc around you. And I can't put you all on the floor and ask you to rise up because in St. Paul, the floor is not slanted and people won't see you. But you can go as low as you would like at the beginning and then gradually find yourself and make your connection. Let's try it. So you go into yourself and move accordingly to that. Good. Good. Slow, small movements that will grow. Good. Let it be genuine. Really reach for that place in yourself. Don't forget that you can turn away from the camera, toward the camera, up and down. But let it come from inside, guys. To let you know you're about 1/3 of the way through this first section. Let your breath move you. Good. Allow yourself to move in 3 dimensions, even though it's only about you. Beautiful, Kendra. And you can go in and out. You can be drawn into yourself and expanded out yourself. Nice, Charles. Great shoe. Yes, everybody good. Yes. Beautiful. Yes, Jessica, great. Let your breath move you. There's a real breathing about this, an expansion and compression. Nice, Clarice. Yes. Keep an eye on the camera to be sure that we don't have to worry about this in the performance, but now don't disappear with the camera. Yeah, there you go. Yes, Elizabeth. Facial expression is part of the dance, folks. Use your eyes. Coming in touch with the divine. In your existence, in your path. Make it truly where you are now. You're 2/3 of the way through the first part. Examining your own journey. Even if you're moving your arms, make it come up from your waist, your hips, your feet. That's it. Much better. You have 2 minutes left of this part. Be able to move this through space much more when we're actually in the dabble. You'll hear it fading down. into yourself. It's the end coming with the symbols. That's the end of this part, and you'll pause with your breath. And here begins the summons to awaken to those around you who you love. There should be a real awakening here, going from your own self to your relationship with those around you. In a process, you begin to be aware of them, you gradually connect with them, and you have that state of awakening where you and they are dancing together, and you will do that. You'll be dancing duets and trios in this one. Make it unfold slowly. Make it real. Imagine yourself and your connection and the gradual opening of your connection with others all around you. You can image specific people who are related to you or who are in love with you, or you can think of them as a crowd. When you truly do this, you can only give goodness to the others. You can't possibly hurt anyone you are in touch with in this way. That's what you're reaching for. Like I'm in the room or something. You can rise and fall as well as turn. That's better. Yes, yes, Marlene. If it's genuine, the audience will know. Connect with people who are close to you, people who are far away. Beautiful flurries. Jessica, that's great. All of you, really, really, really good. Go into yourself and along to other people. So we'll have a growing sphere here. yourself be rooted in your own spirituality while you are completely open to others. And they don't have to be living people, they can be people you remember. Yes, don't forget that your face is an expression. There you go. Stay in Bhutta. Let it be very slow. You're not dancing to the music, you're floating over the music. You feel the intensity grow right now? Nice, Charles. Wow, Kendra, that's beautiful. There we go. If you slow it down, it will be much more powerful. That's it, Clarice, that's it, exactly. Let the intensity and tension come through without changing the rhythm. Slow, it couldn't be too slow. Charles, that's gorgeous. As the intensity of the drums increases, let your energy flow out to those other people. That's it. That's it. That's it. Yes, Marlena. Feel you have it. That's it. As they speed up, you slow down. Thank you. Slow down and let the intensity grow. That's it. Feel that's 10 times stronger. Kendra, magical. Let it come from the heart. you and those you love and God. Yes. There'll be another element in this when you're actually dancing in the space, and that will be that you'll be coming together in groups of 2 and 3. So let that be in your mind, even if though we can't do it. That's the end of that section. All right. What I would like you to do, I'm going to take it back to the beginning, and I'd like you to take it the way you had it in this part when you got really slow, going back to examining only your own journey, but take it with that same intensity you had at the end of this one. I remember Jessica did something in a different dance once that just riveted me. She came very close to the camera with her eyes shut, and she slowly opened them. And that was a dance I had never seen before, and it was riveting. So don't hesitate to experiment with different areas of your body expressing what you want to say. I'd like that same kind of intensity to start at the beginning and gradually grow while your movement stays in Butoh, while it stays slow unfolding. Every cell moves one at a time. When you do that, you are absolutely riveting. All right, let me take it back to the beginning, and let's do the first part, at least a little bit of the first part, and then go through it verbally, okay? And we'll talk. Let me find it. The parts are not as delineated as they should be, so I may have to fumble around to get it. Hang on. This is after Carlos's call. You are just beginning to awaken to your own journey. Let every movement be exquisitely slow. Let your breathing be your relationship with the divine. That's it. We have time. You're going to have 10 minutes to establish this one part of the piece. So we want full intensity, but exquisite slowness. Marlena, that's perfect. Good. You're looking at your own journey. Look at it for the past year. Every move is just as slow as the one before it. No quick movements. This way you stay in that meditative almost hypnotic state. And you're truly awakening. Good, very good. Don't accelerate. Let your breath move you. Yes. Oh, beautiful. Yes. That's it. That's it. Don't change your pace. Don't dance to the music. Nothing quick. Okay, I'm going to pause you now. All right, folks, let me come back in here. There's such a jump there in quality. I want to point out to you, the music's playing, okay, and you're whatever you're doing, your breath should be lifting you and dropping you. Breath and spirit are the same in dance. Okay? Clarice, when you change to very slow, your dance is phenomenal. It takes on infinitely more power, but you can't do that because it breaks it. What happens is the audience will begin to breathe with you if you are really doing this unfolding. Everything in you expands and contracts. And if you're doing it truly in sync with what you're doing spiritually, with examining and reliving the things you have done and being aware of their impact on everything around you and the awakening to the common good, then you'll bring the audience right with you. They'll be with you every moment. They'll be breathing in sync with you. They'll be feeling what you're doing. Their heartbeat will go where your heartbeat goes. We've found it. We've measured it. Everybody knows that it happens with kodo drums, even without the dance. But with the dance, they start to breathe in sync with you. They start to feel what you're feeling. They don't just get it by communication. They get it by a real awakening, by a real touch. And that's where I would like you to be with this. There's some really good work here tonight. I'd like you to comment, please. Hopefully you were looking as well as dancing. Anybody? Speak to me. This group has never been this quiet ever. All right, I want to, Kendra, you did almost a Buddha journey where you were using your arms as sculpture. And that was so exquisitely beautiful. You did it at the beginning and then you did it again a little bit later on. That was lovely. Yeah. Somebody else?
Breathing.
Is someone talking?
Yeah.
Sheila, if that's you, you need to turn up a little because all I could hear was that you were talking.
I don't know what to turn up.
There, I can hear you now.
Oh, I felt a connection with breathing and as a motivation, also breathing and drawing out and then bring it again like that.
Yeah, I think this first one will probably move in waves when we get it solidified, so that there's almost a group breathing from the ground up where you are energized and then pulling in and expanding further. We'll see how that develops, but you could see that that could happen already. Anybody want to comment on anyone else's performance or their own? Were you able to do that visualization of yourself? I've got one nod and everybody else going.
I noticed it was hard, like going in from the inside part and like seeing all the things and the reflection part to get to the like loving kindness part or the forgiveness part.
Yes, and just that getting to the forgiveness part is a terribly difficult journey. But we have a month of rehearsal, and that should help us personally as well as in the dance. Yeah, it is. It's not easy. I myself always loved the shofar and the idea that you would go in and evaluate yourself and change things that you had done wrong. And the other thing that really moved me, and that I'm almost afraid to go into here, is that in Judaism, you apologize for things you have not done. I mean, you apologize for things you would never do. You make a collective apology to God for what you have done as a human being. I have been tinkering with that, and it is really difficult in these times to claim some of the horrible things that are done and apologize to them. I think that needs to go into the dance. I really do. As hard as it is, you can do it. So I want to plunk that in there. Every single person did some absolutely gorgeous stuff. For the first night, that's amazing. You guys don't, there's no transition for you. You just step back into the dance, and it's wonderful for me to watch. But I know that we can build a much deeper experience on this. This is just putting the toe in the water. Each of you has a particular ability to connect. And each of you has been dancing long enough to allow that ability to be visible and to be transfer that experience to the people who watch you. So I found this, if you get a chance to watch the recording, do. Because when you're so deep into it as we have been tonight, you don't see everything that's going on around you.
I can feel that there's so many layers to this. I mean, as you said, I felt that it's only a dip into it. There's so much to be awakened. I think every time it's going to be done, I feel there's a lot in that. And I love the shofar because it feels like a calling to look, a calling.
Yeah, It's
Yeah.
magical, I think.
Yeah.
Some people call it the voice of God, and I always felt that way as a kid.
Mhm.
So grateful to you, Carlos, for doing this. Anybody else, a comment?
I couldn't see much when we were moving, but for some reason, and I don't know how, I guess this works through Zoom, but when you asked us to slow down, energetically, it felt more intense.
Mhm.
That's
Especially
it.
the
Oh,
last
bless
one.
you.
Mhm.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's exactly what happens when you do it in Buto and you slow it down. The energy is stronger,
Mhm.
even though you think, oh, I'm doing it more slowly. That's not diminishing, that's intensifying. Yeah,
Yeah, and collectively, especially that last time you asked us to do it, which was about being in, awakening inside of ourselves. Even though our scope is a lot smaller, energetically, you can feel it from the collective that it was much more powerful that time around.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. You are also just beginning to touch your creativity into this. I could see it happening when we went back to the first part again. It's going to be exciting. The next month is going to be wonderful development. And since it's the only thing we're doing this year, we can just, pile it on. Carlos, did you have things that you would like to tell us?
Yes, I mean, overall, just like I did with the rehearsals in person and now here today, I just try to appreciate what everybody's doing. And, the drummers are doing their thing and the dancers. And I just try to stay composed during that time because, I'm waiting for my turn, but it's really overwhelming what I'm watching right in front of me. And at the same time, I'm trying to say, okay, concentrate, because pretty soon
You're on, yeah.
yeah.
I think that will get easier with time because the overall rhythm of the piece will take over all of us and you'll feel your piece coming rather than having to think it. Yeah.
Now, I did want to say, each time I sound the shofar, it's going to be different.
Mhm.
Sometimes you'll hear a high pitch, sometimes it's lower, and even in between during the different sounds. And that's not something I can control. I just try to do what comes out at that point. And, I don't know how people hear it, when they're getting ready as an awakening for them to get ready. But for me, it just comes out. I can't, it's not like a note. There's not a particular note that I'm going to play.
Yes. And you'll find that that's how we dance too. Yeah. If it is working, spirit is moving us. We're being danced rather than dancing. And that is one of the reasons we do it. Yeah. Yeah, that's a great description of what happens. And as we work more with you and you work more with us, especially at the live rehearsals at the end, that feeling will become more integrated and stronger so that nobody's thinking, oh, my turn.
Mhm.
They just feel it and go into it. By the way, you will be wearing the accordion pleated silk costumes. I don't know if you remember those. We did them for several. I knew this was going to happen. We do them for several other things, including Chester's piece on, and also when we did Gospels and Spirituals, we used these. They're white and some of them are black. The men have pants and the women have dresses that are sleeveless and just hang, but they hang in accordion pleats. So as you move, there's a sort of a ripple effect and a move in them, and they're so comfortable and so easy to move in. Terry, who couldn't be here tonight, will meet with you, I think on the Saturday before the performance, and everybody will find a costume that doesn't drag on the ground for them, and we'll put the names on. It'll be on a rack in the doorway of St. Paul's, which we've used before as a sort of pseudo dressing room. And you'll be able to put it on over your clothes or take it upstairs and put it on in place of your clothes. But let me warn you, which we found earlier, that you can see the body through the silk. So wear underwear. Yes.
Budo goes comedy.
Yeah, it is a church. All right. Anything else you'd like to? I'm so pleased with what you've done tonight. Yeah, Carlos.
Yes, no, I wanted to say if I could be excused for the rest of the Zoom rehearsals, because I think I was here today. I heard my sounding, but I think it'll really come into play
In a live
at the
situation.
chapel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Come or go as you choose. By the time we get to the in-person rehearsals with Tony, we're going to be past this point of listening for cues and sticking our toes in the water. So having those Thursday, Friday, and Saturday to rehearse should give us what we need to put this into space. It has done it in the past, and I think it will work. It's sort of putting the icing on the cake. Yes, that's fine, Carlos, and we really appreciate that you were here tonight. Anybody else, anything? I love you. It is such a joy to see you after not doing anything for a while. And to anticipate what it's going to be like as we go forward in this, because this really, toward the end, when we went back to the beginning, you could see how much it was going to jump from one rehearsal to another. You guys are experts at spiritual journeys, and this one's going to be a doozy, especially in the context of what's going on in the world right now. Anything anybody wants to say or point out or ask about? Okay, my loves, you are wonderful. You are a joy. And I will see you on Friday if you can make it.
Okay, great, bye.
Good night, honey.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Forgot to turn the recording off.